NTV Tonight continues from across the borders with some developments on the house arrest situation of opposition leader Robert Kyagulanyi, popularly known as Bobi Wine. The High Court in Uganda has ordered the police and military to leave Bobi Wine's Magere compound, where they have been since the January 14th elections. The court said the home confinement of Bobi Wine was illegal. While this may come as some reprieve for the 38-year-old musician turned politician and his family, it may be a little too late and a move seen to play to the gallery. Here's that report from NTV Uganda's Solomon Kawesa.
It's now 11 days since former presidential candidate and leader of the National Unity Platform NUP, Robert Sentam Kyagulanyi, last walked out of his home in Magere off Gayaza Road in Wakiso district. This was 14th January 2021, the day Ugandans voted for the president and directly elected members of parliament. On 22nd January 2021, a group of lawyers filed a petition in the High Court on behalf of Kyagulanyi and his wife Barbara Itungo, challenging the restriction on their movement and security denying them the right to freely exit and enter their home. High Court Judge Michael Elubu has ruled that the continued siege on Kyagulanyi's private home by security agencies is illegal and a violation of his fundamental rights to freedom. According to the judgment, which was read out by the Assistant Registrar of the High Court Civil Division, Jameson Karemani, the explanation by security agencies to restrict Kyagulanyi's movements were only excuses to deny him the rights to move freely and to meet whoever he wants.
In the instant case, the applicant is not in a gazetted detention center but his own home. The evidence here clearly shows that the applicant has been confined in his house since the 14th January 2021. The respondents state that the restrictions are not custody but are to give the first applicant necessary protection. By their own admission, the respondents concede that the applicant's movements have been restrained by confining him in his home.
The Inspector General of Police, Martin Okotho Chola, swore an affidavit in court saying that security had evidence that Kyagulanyi and his National Unity Platform party were training a group of youth to disrupt peace in the country after Kyagulanyi lost the presidential election. However, Justice Elubu said that such claims should have been presented before courts of law for legal scrutiny before security laid siege on Kyagulanyi's home.
This court agrees that it is true. These are all serious allegations of grave offenses. In the circumstances, since the third respondent states that it has the evidence, it would be proper to follow the due process of the law with regard with all the allegations made against the applicant. The options are to produce the applicant in court to face trial or to lift the restrictions.
The judge ordered the state to pay damages to Kyagulanyi for violating his rights without legal justification. It's just a few hours after court ordered security agencies at Robert Kyagulanyi Sentam's home to vacate, but was surprised they still maintain heavy deployment and their roadblock has been shifted from the road that leads to Kyagulanyi's house now to the road that leads to Magere town itself.
We are going to abide by the court ruling for the security detail deployed at Magere to leave the home.
However, in a video Kyagulanyi released later on Facebook, he said that his home was still besieged.
Unfortunately, 6 hours later now, the military and police are still surrounding our home, and indeed, they are still locking our gates and are not allowing anybody to move out or anybody to come in. Journalists have been blocked from accessing us. Our party officials and other friends and even family have been blocked from coming to access us.
It's not clear when security agencies will leave the home where they have blocked Kyagulanyi from meeting anyone except the lawyers who were allowed in once last week. Solomon Kawesa, NTV, Kampala.